Кристина Рогачева is asking, Ели, здравей, поздравления за труда, който полагаш ежедневно, търпението и винаги позитивното ти отношение към хората и живота като цяло. До момента не съм се включвала с коментари към теб, но ме заинтригува информацията, че в момента си вегетарианка. Ще ми бъде интересно да разбера мотива ти, както и този на Майкъл, да се откажете от месото. Поздрави, много усмивки! Милена също пита как решихте да станете вегетарианци и трудно ли е началото, липсва ли ви месото? So both girls are asking how do you...
I got it. Let me translate this. So, Ellie, how do you know this amazing, good-looking guy from Denmark called Michael? Please tell us. And to this question I can just say, pure luck. Pure luck. Right? Was that it?
No.
Okay, then you translate. Your version of the words.
Okay, your Bulgarian is not that great.
Okay. See, just one.
Even the camera likes you more. It wants to focus on you. Alright, they're asking how did we decide to be a vegetarian and if we miss the meat.
That's actually...
that was your idea, so you should answer.
I should answer that question. It's actually very simple. I've been reading a few books about... not vegetarian, but about health and eating and habits about eating. And
the one here, Fit for Life?
One of them, yes. Fit for life. Fit for life.
Fit falafel?
Fit for life, which is good. No, and you know, the funny thing is, every book I've ever read about anything about health and diet, I don't think I've ever seen a book saying you can eat too much vegetables. I don't think that exists.
No.
So for, I mean, Mark Twain said it best. Be careful about what you read in a health book because you can die from a typo, which is true. No, the thing is, what I read and we saw a movie together and...
What the Health.
What the Health.
On Netflix.
And I was like, okay, I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to go, maybe not vegetarian, but living a more healthy lifestyle for a while. And we saw that together and we were like, what the health? And I kind of said, if you wanted to do it, and if you would be up for it, I would love to be vegetarian. And Ellie was like, she didn't have a problem with it. You already, when I'm not home, when I'm in another place in Aarhus or wherever I'm working, Ellie is already eating vegetarian. So for her it was not a big problem. And I guess you kind of thought that I wanted to eat meat, but for me, I never really.
It's such a big part of the Danish culture, isn't it?
It's more about
eating
culture.
A lot of meat, and that's how you grew up. But for me, actually, my family, we didn't afford much. We didn't have meat all the time. So and especially in the summer when we had lots of vegetables, just from our own garden, I was just so used to eating a lot of the time just pure vegetarian. So I was never raised with eating only meat or like meat with every meal. So I just didn't miss it and I didn't feel like I was hungry. I still don't miss it.
That's the funny thing is after we done this, I think we've done it for like 2-3 months soon. And of course, when I'm out with the guys and they're bringing on this big meat
sausages.
Face, exactly. You smell the barbecue
and the bacon,
everything, and it smells good. And that's the time when you're like, oh, I miss it. And I don't have anything against people eating meat. You can eat all the meat you want. I'm trying to do it from a health perspective. I want to live longer. I want to be more healthy. I want to be more, energized. And the thing is, I never felt, after we did it, I've never felt bloated. I've never felt, after we had our dinner, I'm never like, I can't do anything. No, now I'm just like, alright, I'm good. I can go and maybe run a marathon.
Yeah, more energized.
Exactly.
You lost some weight.
I lost almost 5 kilos. I was feeling.
I just feel bad, like people think I'm starving you or
No,
something,
it was
or
my
like
decision.
you don't get enough food. But I mean,
I should tell, like, it's actually my friends think that you said this, and I mean, they think that you're like, Michael, we're going vegetarian. Well, I have to tell them, explain them, and saying it was actually my idea, and it's true, it was my idea. I wanted to go this way. Ellie was eating healthy already. I was maybe, I was eating healthy, all right, but I could do more. And the funny thing is, once we made this choice, a lot of the bad choices just easily falls away, because can you eat a burger? Well, you can, but you have to take out the meat in the middle, and then, like, what's the fun of a burger?
Yeah, there's nothing left.
So
you can't eat a hot dog. You can't like bake
well, you can, but it's just
all
bread.
this kind of stuff. It's just.
So the choice automatically becomes easier and more healthy. So, it's a long conversation. It's a long. I've been eating meat for like 32 years, and I don't have anything against.
I don't think you've been eating much meat as a baby.
No, of course not. But I'm just saying that we've been raised at least in the Danish society with eating a lot of meat, and people, like, when they look at me, especially in Denmark, and like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you crazy?
They find it weird, and I still think it's weird, especially in Denmark, because people have so much focus on what's healthy, and yet a lot of people are very surprised. You're vegetarian? I mean, how do you have energy to work out?
Misunderstanding about vegetarian is that you don't have any energy because you
miss protein, and
it's
such a myth.
I truly believe it's a myth. It's not something that's true. You can live just fine, or maybe even better. Who knows? In the end, we're only gonna know when we're dead, right? Who live longer, if that's the case. But there are many things to living long and a healthy life, so it's not just that. But it is something that it was on a concern of ours, well, of mine at least. I know you're concerned about these things, and when we look back, what kind of habits are we gonna transfer to potentially our kids and whatever, and the way we eat and the way we act and our habits is something that's gonna be transferred. So making this decision now, while we are still young and considerably healthy, I thought was a natural, easy choice. And the other thing is, I would say, is that you helped make it a lot easier, because you made a lot of good foods that I have eaten so many things I didn't even know existed, and you taking that task on you to, like, inspire and make healthy, good foods. The funny thing is, they taste better. I mean, I've tasted things I didn't even know I liked before, and I love it so much more, and so much more tasty. And for a lot of guys, it thinks it's a big transition and a big life involving change, but you made it so easy and so tasty. Like, I tell you, every time we have dinner, it's like, wow. And every time you say, I'm making an experiment, I'm excited, because, I don't know what I'm gonna get. It's just gonna be something super tasty. And if it's not, I know it's super healthy. And I don't think I have loved what we eat so much as I look forward to our dinners so much, because of the way you handle this. So in the end, I can just say I consider myself super lucky that you took this on you to say, okay, I'm gonna look into ways we can make it healthy and fun and interesting, and just make it, like, every time it's something new, or if it's something, again, we know it's good, but if it's something new, you like experimenting, and it's always interesting, it's always fun, it's always, I'm really curious about, like, she finds vegetables I didn't even know existed. That's how it works right now, and I love it. It's healthy. I feel energized.
I'm actually lucky that actually that we are on the same page, and we have been like that from the start. We both value our health, and we both wanted to live healthy. So, and for me, actually, it's not a new thing, because I have taken this decision like many years ago, that I want to do what I can do, what's in my power to be healthy. And especially after I lost my mom to cancer, it's sad for me that growing up in Bulgaria, it was never really that big of a focus in the media to be healthy and what to do to be healthy, and how many of the foods we thought was normal to eat were actually quite unhealthy. And it was sad that once my mom got cancer, we started researching to do juicing and what's healthy and stuff. And why? We should have been doing this our whole life, but back then, like, we didn't afford it, or we didn't know better. And so I'm like, I don't want to wait till I get sick to start to do healthy and repair the damage. I want to live in a way so that I can avoid the damage.
But we should add one thing. We don't know.
I mean, you still don't know. You never know.
We don't know if being vegetarian is more healthy than you eating meat. That's not what we're saying. We have.
Well, based on this research we have read and
yes,
seen.
We
yes,
do believe that
but
it's better. But to be fair, and just to do not like anyone out there eating meat. Don't get scared. Don't
no
change anything. Do what you do. Keep doing what you do. If it works for you, keep doing it.
If
That's
it makes
not what
you
we're
happy,
saying.
I mean.
Exactly. In the end, it's about the healthy feeling side. We feel healthier because of this way we chose to do our diets. We're not saying it's the right way for you. We're just saying for us it do work. But at the end of the day, we're gonna look back and you're gonna say if we die tomorrow from a stroke, you're gonna say, oh, it's because of your diet. Well,
yeah.
maybe not. We don't know. So just saying this is just like, in the end of the day, we believe this is the best for us. For us, it's been the right decision. That's what I'm trying to say.
Цветелина Андонова пита: в едно видео ти каза, че си изненадана, че Майкъл ти е купил една чанта, мисля без повод. За нас това е странно, понеже при една двойка е уместно да има такива случки. Въпросът ми е защо в Дания е така? Има ли други такива по-различни навици на хората там, които биха ни били интересни да ни разкажеш? So Цветелина is asking because I think in one of my videos, I think the vlog from Florence or something, when you bought me the bag without any reason, I think I mentioned I was really surprised because I didn't have birthday or anything. It's not something very usual in the Danish culture. So she was asking, like, how is that different comparing to Bulgaria? Because for us in Bulgaria, this seems like the most normal thing. It's really hard to generalize because I think every couple and every family has a different way to deal with things. But I think it's very normal that a lot of families in Denmark especially do the things more like 50-50, very equal, very this is mine, this is yours.
When this question is asked, you gotta go into the history because this one is very much based culturally and history-wise. Women have been in Denmark fighting for their rights.
Yeah, for equal rights.
For equal rights for
and it's
a long
it's
time.
very easy to notice. It's also one of the first things I noticed when I moved to Denmark, even just because girls look differently. A lot of them are a lot more casual, they're not as made up as maybe you will go in Bulgaria and you will see around, a lot of girls wearing high heels and looking made up, and it's much more rare to see in Denmark. And I remember asking Danish friends from the beginning, and they said, like, girls here, they really don't want to be judged based on how they look. They want to be equal to men, and they get equal pay, and therefore I think that's why they're equal also in their relationship.
It's only fair, it's like, you want equal pay, you want equal everything, then you do the equal fair share of everything. So I think it's a natural way, and it's just something that women in Denmark has been fighting for a long time, and I think it's totally fine, it's totally fair, and it's something that we are so used to. Like, if a girl comes up to me and say, I don't have any chance to do anything in life because men is always blah blah. I'm like, you know, it doesn't affect me because I'm like, you have the same chance as anyone else there. You know, it's about you, what you do, what you put into your life, and the work effort you do, and you will get there. So that's good.
Great.
Where I do think it has lost a little bit of charm is that, you know, men and women are different. You know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You know, I think there's some truth to that. We don't look the same way. We don't, you know, the physiology is different. We are different. And the thing is, that's what we like about each other. That's why we're drawn to each other. So, and I think sometimes women in Denmark have forgotten that part. They tend to, you know, they've been so stuck up about this fight.
I think sometimes they pressure the man. Like some boys sometimes feel pressured because girls are such big feminists. Not, of course I can't generalize, but a lot of them, they are, you know, some friends have told me they'd taken a girl out and, you know, invited her to dinner and they paid the bill and she got offended why he paid the bill. And I love girls having equal rights and stuff, but I still want a man to be a gentleman when it's appropriate. And I just don't get how a girl will make a problem where a boy invited her on a date and paid the bill in a restaurant. This for me is a bit, you're crushing the man. And like,
but that's
it's
why
taking it to the next level.
Sometimes it can be a problem, but I do see many couples where it's the other way around. It's like the man is at home and the girl is working, and they're doing fine. It's not like there is no right formula.
There's no right or wrong.
For us, it's not the way to go. For us, we like this way. I mean, there's room for, you know, you to be you and me to be me. You know, me buying a bag without, it's true, it's not something we do. It's just not in our culture. It's never been.
I love the part of you being you, me being me, and being independent and contributing to our common, like our life together, saving up for things together. I think it makes it more like we both work for it, you know, like we both saved up for that holiday, and you know, it just feels like it's both of our thing. And I think it's fair when we both work, that we both contribute. At the same time, I'm not a fan of very strict relations, which is like 50-50 and like I don't care, that's the rules. I'm not such a strict person. I think that a family and the relations, like in a relationship, should be a bit flexible, because I mean, you never know, like what if one person loses their job tomorrow, or like what's the other person gonna say? I don't care, you owe me 50% of the monthly budget, you know. It's about helping each other, and like we chose to be together because together we're stronger. We are together in the good times, and in the bad times we help each other. And that's my view. That's why I was surprised, because I know it's not a normal thing in Denmark, and I really appreciate everything. And
it's true.
I'm really happy about it.
But yeah, I mean, I agree, and it's just, you know, it's I think it's based on culture more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, the culture is different, and the thing is that I don't think there's right or wrong. No judgment. No. Because every family is different. Doesn't matter which country you are. Everyone decides how to handle their finances on their own, and it's totally fine. Whatever makes people happy. And I think we found our way to deal with the things, and
yeah.
I like that we are flexible, that we can be flexible. And you have helped in times when I have not been in the best financial situation. And you know, and other times when I have been in a better situation, I have been able to pay for other things which maybe I want to do. And that's how I think it should be. I mean, life is full of ups and downs, and the career I have chosen of being independent, it doesn't guarantee me like a steady income. So, you know, sometimes they could be treats, sometimes not as much, but yeah. There's
no saying this is the way to do it.
No.
There's many ways to do it. You know, just have to be clear, talk to your partner about it, you know, find out whatever works for you.
that was actually was one of the first things we talk about before we moved in. How are we gonna handle money? How are we gonna do the things, you know, like...
No, for me, there was one of like, if you look in Denmark, the statistic of divorce is very high. It's like 46%. You know, people break up all the time, and
that's sad.
And the main reason is always money. Always money. When you go down to it.
Yeah, I hate when money is the reason of destroying relationship between friends and family. So I hate.
That's why it's important to bring it up. Talk about it with your partner. You know, bring it up. The subject is, I mean, money is stupid, but it's something you have to talk about.
It's necessary.
And we talked about it very early on, and I mean,
we're still not done.
Exactly. I mean, and we make a travel account, so we put in, you know, both of us put in money into a traveling account.
Both of us put money into the food account.
Exactly. So you know, that way.
Actually, it has been a great way to see how much money we spend on food every month.
Exactly, and it actually about vegetarian is that we found out it's actually cheaper.
Yes, cheaper.
That's funny because I mean meat is very expensive in Denmark. I guess it's expensive everywhere, but it was actually cheaper buying because we were eating the healthy salad anyway. We were just buying meat on top of it, and we didn't eat the meat. And now we're just eating healthier, and it's cheaper. So that was just another thing. But you know, comes to account, talk with your partner, whatever it is, and find a way, whatever it makes work for you. For us, it worked. This works for us, you know, and we're still not done talking about it. It's always a subject, you know, like anything else out there. It's like, you know, it's a constant thing that you involve and you talk about it, and you like things change. You don't know how it's
there's different things, like, you know, your job situation might change. We might want to buy a new home or get a loan, and it's things we have to think about together, like doing it together. And you know, I want to be a part of these things, you know. It makes me feel better, and I wanna feel more like it's also my home when I'm able to contribute to it. Even if it's not, maybe it doesn't match you.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be 50-50.
It doesn't match you, because I would love to do that, or even do more. I mean, that's why I think it's important to be flexible. One month it can be 50-50, other could be 80-20. I don't care, like, if for the people I love, there's no limit of how much I would give.
Isn't that a general, like in life, you know, you can say you're gonna be like very, very stiff, but in reality you're gonna be more like you have to move around because you gotta
you always have to adjust to each other, because like we're two different people, and especially here we are, you know, we're from two different countries and like different mentalities and stuff.
You are a Smurf.
You are a Smurf.
All right, next question.